folks, Steven here. So, this is going to be our live stream of the original Smash Brothers for the N64, released in the US in 1999. Now, if you're curious about my setup here, I may as well briefly enumerate that. This is the Virtual Console N64. This is the Virtual Console on the Wii, on my Wii U. So it was kind of the easiest way I had to go. I could technically break out my N64, but it wouldn't provide too much. It did take a little time to unlock a couple characters. Let's see a little introduction here. I need to schedule with Anne, but my hope is that next weekend we'll be doing a discussion of the music of this, as well as Super Smash Bros. Melee for the N64, or for the GameCube. A little off today, I'm sorry about that. But for some reason, if you're looking for this on Virtual Console, you're kind of out of luck if you didn't already buy it, because it was never brought over to the Wii U Virtual Console. And let me know how the volume is. I think I've got it relatively good here. Alright, so. Yep, this is the original. Very minimal menu music here, which is kind of interesting. Alright, so let's see here. Let's bring this back. My main character, by the way, when I play Smash Bros. Is actually usually Samus. That's just kind of how I go with it. You can see I've got Luigi and Jigglypuff. I don't have Captain Falcon. I've never gotten Ness unlocked in this game, unfortunately. I'm not really that good, just to set your expectations up correctly. Alright, well, since this is supposedly a Pokemon channel, we may as well start with Pikachu and play through the one-player game that way. Because I think this gives you the opportunity to do time. So you can see the models here are pretty primitive. This being the N64 and then going for a high frame rate. Yeah, Link will take a while just to get started, to be honest. Yep, there we go. That was pretty quick. All right. Using Pikachu's Thunderbolt here, of course. This music is pretty closely taken straight out of Yoshi's. Yeah, given that this is the easy difficulty, there is a lower level, very easy. See his recovery move. I should say it's. The only explicitly female character in this variation of the game is the Samus, in case you somehow missed that. I like this little fanfare. Yeah, that two-tone thing is not too bad for the startup.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's obviously not as much functionally to this game as there are to even Melee. Yeah, so... Yeah, the name of this stage is called Sector Z because of the big Z from from Sector Z of Star Fox 64 in the background. Okay, let's see if I can. There we go. Yeah, they do have the little skeleton thing though. When they get hit by something that's electric, I think Samus also has her throw can also produce that. This for sound cues. You know, an item dropped over there. Ah, here's a motion sensor bomb. Oh, don't want to go anywhere near that. Let's see. Yep, fair bit of hang time. Since I don't play this version very often, I'm never quite sure exactly when the stuff will happen as far as like how far they have to go off before they're done. Well, luckily, I did practice Pikachu's break the target stage. Turn around. There we go. Okay, 4 more. Go down here. Honestly, there's a whole story behind the production of this game and how it started off as a not particularly Nintendo character, something called, I believe, Dragon King, which had similar fighting mechanics, but just didn't have the Nintendo characters. And HAL kind of worked their way around to using them without explicit permission at first, and eventually, obviously, they you know. See, if I can hit them with Thunderbolt like this while they're in the air, I can potentially knock them above the okay. Now your partner on this stage gets worse as the difficulty goes up. Oh, almost got Luigi out there. Overall, pretty good version of the Mario theme. Oh, okay. Yeah, that platform at the bottom goes back and forth, and if it's in the wrong position, you might not be able to make it back. Good friend. I don't know about that one. Of course, to differentiate, it has a hat and a slightly different tone. And most of the music is pretty horn-based in terms of. See, can I was hoping the electrode would get it there. Yeah, not the best range on Pikachu's A button attacks. Let's see, is that? Yes, okay. A little harder to tell than it is with some of the other games. You have a pretty good idea if you're going to get them to the knockout range. If you actually, well, obviously Luigi appears even if you have. Alright. So yeah, giant Donkey Kong, you have to get it pretty high to get it to go up there. Obviously, Luigi appears before you unlock him because that stage is there, so he's not really much of a hidden character. Alright. Darn, I was trying to. It's a little hard to describe what I'm doing in real time. Alright. Yeah. The beam sword. To know this is a toy Nintendo made back in the day. Oh crud, he's got invincibility. So. Best to just. There we go, that got him. But this was a toy Nintendo made, and in the Japanese version it has a little bit of sound that sounds a lot like a certain other beam sword sound effect, and for legal reasons, I guess, their lawyers in the U.S. made them take that sound out. It's a little sound tidbit there, I guess. Let's there's maybe 2 in here. There's one more. Am I right? Oh, nope. I already got it. It's blue. There we go. Should be able to make this. There we go. A little damage, but oh well. I thought lightning Pokemon resisted metal. I know it's Gen 1, so... You know, despite calling Samus my main for this game, I'm doing better with Pikachu than I did with Samus. I don't know if that's just a little extra time with the game or what. Of course, Hal would be remiss if they didn't put one of their own... This is where Pikachu's range is. I'm using the classic controller for this, because I don't have a way to hook up a GameCube controller to my Wii U, and I'm not even sure it would work for the Virtual Console stuff. It would if I were playing this on an original Wii. And yeah, that's one thing we'll definitely have to talk about in the sound effects department of this game. Okay. And the bumper. I do kind of wonder if, you know, this might not have been able to have the Pokemon here. I'm not sure what order Hal did their Pokemon games. Like, they helped a lot with Pokemon Pinball, with the engine, and with Stadium games, and Snap. And I'm not sure exactly chronology why that fits in here, if that's why they chose these characters, because I get the feeling that, you know, some folks at Nintendo, at other studios might, not that they, you know, wouldn't have, such a new franchise would not have thought to include it in there. And I'm kind of glad that they did that back then. Ah. There we go. Yeah. I don't know if that's Rock Slide or Rock Throw from Onyx there. Alright, well, we should be able to get this with only... Yeah, so I got the lava or whatever it is rises slowly. Ooh, home run bat. Yep, it's in this original. Take that, Samus. So one important thing, I like the song for this one. I might pick it. Well, we'll see. We'll do something with it. And pay attention to the male Mario when he moves, and then listen to the sound. It's got to boost up his damage. If you're paying attention, you'll notice that there's that little, I don't even know how to describe it, it's kind of that, that's actually not part of the music of this stage, which for the longest time I didn't realize. Come on. But it's actually male Mario's feet. You know, people who... Takes a while to get his damage up. Throw him. There. Kind of get him to the edge and get him to Yeah, let's see. There we go. He couldn't recover. That's kind of the trick there. Throwdown. Indeed it was. Alright, gotta get to the end. This is the same as of the other bonus games, board the platforms. Ugh. Okay. The only way you can really lose this one is, come on, let me... is by running out of time. If you take too much damage, you just, you know... See what I mean? Come on. There we go. Oh, Jeep. Through the floor, huh? That's how it's gonna be? That might be Captain Falcon's thing over there. They do sort of tease the secret characters. Kind of wish this one had a little more, that bonus stage had a little more intense music. Some tomato. See, I think, I don't know, is that Kirby or Jigglypuff? It's kind of hard to tell their polygon form. Okay, that bomb is going to... Well, thanks for helping. That definitely looks like Captain Falcon's moveset. There we go. Guess we'll never know what was in that box, if anything. But one of the reasons that Jigglypuff was a secret character, they had other ideas, of course, but they could tweak Kirby's model and textures and moves, of course. I don't know if I can. Yes! There's the crowd again. Ooh. Darn. Yeah, I figured I'd get knocked out there. Well, at least one of the... Here's we're down to the last three. Alright, this should take care of it. The hammer from Donkey Kong. There we go. Alright, well I might be able to make this without using a continue, which would I guess be a bit of a nice thing for me, but let's see if I can beat Master Hand. Ah, rats. Yep. Okay. There you go. I like this song for this stage. It's proper and nice. little less HP, and it does. Come on, I was pretty sure I got out of the way of that. Okay, we're almost there. Oof. Kind of. There we go, and we got Master Hand there. I don't know that its HP actually scales. Maybe it does a little bit, but not as much as it does in like Melee. I do wonder how many of you thought you had seen the. Yeah, this is a kind of neat one too. You've beaten what I guess is supposed to be your own hand. This music is actually kind of dark. Very kind of ominous, to be honest. Then we go back to happy. And you can move this around just like in the newer games. You can, they have the little thing here. You can see what everyone did. This one is a lot easier than the other ones to get everything on. You know, in the Ultimate, it's not only do you get points for it, but you actually can get more rewards. You'll notice that some of the characters are, some of the things have question marks about certain hidden characters. So, like, spoiler alert: Ness and Captain Falcon. I already mentioned Captain Falcon is in here. Got Charles, Kirby, Haiku for Pikachu. Jeff Manning, the narrator. Mickey's Company, by the way, if you paid attention there. Bill Trennan, Michelle Powers, Greg Richardson, special thanks. But they did want to put more Pokemon characters in here. They wanted to put, I think, maybe Charizard and Mewtwo. They want to put Bowser in there and stuff, but the Smash Bros. Games, especially the first two, were really victims of a time crunch. Especially Melee, they wanted to get out early in the GameCube lifetime. Interesting, they have the HAL Laboratories street address. I wonder if that's still accurate, if they've moved to somewhere bigger or separate or whatever. So yeah, we've got a nice little picture there. So it looks like we didn't beat it quite fast enough or quite quickly enough to get Captain Falcon to unlock. Which kind of stinks. I think we were probably a minute or two too slow. Alright, well, I probably will go back to one-player mode and play as Jigglypuff for a little bit. In a little bit, but let's...
Free-for-all!
I can probably lose up to 3. I can be a little more adventurous on these. And then we'll just pick Kirby. Alright. Let's see. I forget, are any of these not in the main game? I think they all pretty much are. Now there's one hidden stage, which is the Mushroom Kingdom stage. Unfortunately, you can't play on the Battlefield or the Metal Mario or the Final Destination stage. I don't even know if they really have those names for them. Yoshi with the moves he's... You got the whirlwind from the whistle in there. Yeah, it's nice for hitting those airborne enemies. Well. You know, those shells can come to a complete stop. It's kind of interesting. Not doing the greatest here. But a lot of the ingredients that would... I'm definitely at this point not going to win this one. Ah. Alright, well, let's get one knockout there. Yeah, it doesn't have, you know, they didn't go super all out with some of the stuff here. It doesn't, obviously, since it's a cartridge game, they couldn't really... Trying to get the hammer and not detonate the bomb, but oh well. Well, sorry, Jigglypuff, I am not going over there. So what do we get over here anyway? Oh, it's a home run bet. Turnabout is fair play. Oh, it's interesting. The music has to restart after the hammer theme. Oh boy, that hammer really came in handy. Didn't think I was going to win that, but I did pull it off. This music, the post-versus music, you know, I kind of like it. It goes on for a while, too. It's got a little bit of this game's theme in there. Alright, let's swap out our computer players. Kirby. You know, the variety factor, even compared to Melee, is not there. Of course, all these stages have been done at least once, and I think they're all in Ultimate, pretty much. Tried to bring up not just all the characters. But just so you know, in order to get that Mushroom Kingdom 2 stage I talked about earlier, this stage reminds me, in the Japanese version you had to beat like high-level CPUs on a stage, and folks recommend kind of abusing their AI and using the clouds on this stage to mess them up. Tried to hold right there, and it just didn't send me in that direction. Keep an eye on the things, and you always want to try and go for the person who has the highest damage. Clouds. I thought I would have ledge grabbed there, but I was wrong. So yeah, not as up on the... Okay. Surprised I didn't get it. Come on, Mario. Still not a knockout on Mario. He's got 165. Gotta say, that should get him. And if you pay attention to Luigi's voice, you notice it's pretty much the same as Mario's. They had a similar problem with Melee where they just couldn't get enough studio time for Charles Martinet to do that. And here they're almost virtually identical. I think there might be some slight differences. But for Melee, what they did, they just sped up Mario's voice a little bit and called that Luigi's voice. It wouldn't be until Brawl that Luigi would get his own voice. Come on, Luigi. Yeah. Well, close. We would have had, if I had just knocked out Luigi there, I guess I would have gone to sudden death. Okay, let's do one or two more of these and then I'll play through Jigglypuff's story mode. Let's pick. Yeah, so Pikachu, one interesting thing is that since all the characters have like 4 special moves, it actually kind of works out well for Pokemon. Since, of course, in the games they can only have 4 moves. Okay, we got a capsule here. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, Beam Sword. Like I said, Pikachu has not great... There is a home run bat there. Now, despite the rats, missed the platform just barely. So I don't think I'll respawn in time to get that bat. Oh well. I do like that Babam remind me that in the Ultimate, I think Pikachu... Oh, there's a Mouser Spirit Battle where you face Pikachu and it starts with the Babam, which is apropos. But yeah, you can see the cycle now, of course. The lava cyclically moves. Okay, so this is... Oh, Clefairy Metronome, that's right. It does something random here. Darn, thought I could get out of that. It's a lot of hang time, but... I'm sure some of you that are more competitive than me are might do actually well with those 2 knockouts.
3, 2, 1, time up. This game's winner is...
Okay, I pulled it out. So yeah, that was very helpful at the end. So you never know with this game.
Free for all!
Now, if you want to unlock the sound tester of this game, I've never been able to do that.
Jigglypuff!
First, you have to unlock all the characters, and I could never unlock Ness back in the day, and I'm sure if I gave it enough effort, I could, but decided to use my time elsewhere.
2, 1, go!
Pound. And you can't charge smashes in this one, that's right. 'Cause I don't think you can. That was in melee there. Ah, come on. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna power through to see if I can unlock Captain Falcon.
Jigglypuff versus Yoshi team! 3, 2, 1, go!
And one good smash attack will usually, so you get to the higher difficulties, and they get obviously a little. All right. Different kind of pound attack here. Okay, Beedrill Swarm. They're supposed to be using some sort of attack. I don't know if it's fly or something else. I don't know if they can even learn that, since it's not technically a flying type. Yeah, that is a screen KO on that red Yoshi, by the way. Where it came down in front. It's not as dramatic as the one where it smashes against the screen, is it? Textures on Jigglypuff's eyes are not very high res.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, usually on this difficulty you can just sort of... Alright, let's see if I can do the rest combo. Ah, it wasn't close enough. You get, like I said, you got really close to use rest. Definitely not close enough there. There we go. That was rest. Figured I should use that at least once. It's very risky, obviously, because you're immobile for a few seconds. Alright. And, you know, speaking of voices, they still use Rachel Lewis' voice to this day in Smash Brothers. Okay, I might have just done myself in there. Yes, oh well. Not memorizing the stage and taking that risk there is what I get that for. Alright. Don't know if it always picks Pikachu if you pick Jigglypuff or vice versa once it's unlocked.
3, 2, 1,
Ugh. Boy, that's a pretty low knockout. I know Jigglypuff's a lightweight character, but Luigi has this thing where his up B lets him do a move that shoots pretty far if you are up there. If you're right next to the person when you start it. Get these guys. Eh. Okay, Luigi's done. Trying to grab the beam sword there, but as Mario's already knocked out. Turnabout is fair play. Yeah, so that light up there, if you notice on the door, indicates a Pokemon will come out if someone... I think it might come out by default. After you get to that, Porygon uses Tackle. I think it is. Okay. Not quite. There we go. This is gonna be fun. As you can probably guess, I played a ton of this back in the day when it came out. You gotta be careful. Jigglypuff can get knocked around really easily. Ah, come on. Definitely do not want Donkey Kong to get that Maxim tomato and heal itself. Oh, there's a hammer back there. Can I get there? Come on, Donkey Kong. That should take care of him. In under a minute, so that's something. And you get bonus points if your partner or partners on those stages is still around. Okay, let's see here. Okay, one down. I believe there's two on the staircase there. Yes, the randomly spawning one. The one that might come. Just wait for it here. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure, I mean, there is a pattern to it, but it's like, eh. Ooh. Ooh. See, that top one there is going to be hard to get. So you kind of got to, ugh. Oh, there's a 2-minute time limit on this. In the practice mode, you can do as many as you want. You know what? Interest of time. Imagine kind of figured I missed the last one anyway. I need more practice with Jigglypuff to get that, but you're supposed to jump and then pound your way. I think it's supposed to alternate. Oh, come on. feel like I'm hitting it, and it's just not counting it. It's gonna be a knockout. Technically, I suppose if you're trying to play it fast, you want to... Yeah, I think the Kirby's could make more of an effort to get back on the stage than they do. Ah, I want to throw it down. There you go.
Jigglypuff versus Samus. 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's see if I can get that. Yep. And it takes the... Alright, well, we'll have to continue here.
Game set. Continue.
Yep. Lose half your score, and then just sort of resume on the stage you left off on.
Jigglypuff versus Samus.
I feel like the drums here on this track are pretty good. Gives it very much the Brinstar theme, that very much a march quality. So you wanna... always want to bait. Perhaps one of the reasons I just play as Samus is I'm not very good at fighting her. Sheesh. Feel like I should be making contact. I know Jigglypuff has a short reach, but this might take a couple continues to get through here. Just not very good at this one. Not quite, but figured that would get it. AI's just not, Jesus, recovered enough to get over it, but it didn't. Ugh. See, I'm not knocking very far. There you go. That was a very nice play, if I do say so myself. Okay. Now, there's a dodge mechanic in this game like there is in the later Smash Brothers, but I've never been good at dodging in any Smash Brothers game. Because I should be... I always feel like I can squeeze under there and I can't. I'll be a little tired of. I mean, Jigglypuff is kind of a joke character, so it's not entirely surprising. It's not the Oh, that was I thought you could grab. I want to give this up, but there we go. We got it. Heart container. Yeah, I think starting in melee, those only give like go for it. Stay as far away from the sky. Alright, well, another continue.
Continue.
87,000. Woo!
Fighting Polygon Team. 3, 2, 1, go!
But later games, they don't heal as much. But I can try and grab that. Those bob-ombs walk by themselves. And eventually they just explode like that. even if nothing touches them. Well, they're almost halfway there. Come on, I want to throw that up. Bombs on this one. That's good. Oh, okay. Thought I still had one more there, but I guess not. I thought a little bit quieter here, huh? Boy, this is... I usually monitor these on my phone, and it's not acting very well. As long as you can move down right around when it's about to do that finger push. That was on a 4%. Kind of sad this was really nondescript. Ugh. Wasn't terribly eventful for all the trouble I had with the previous couple battles. Again, ominous music. Alright, and the other thing you can do with the crash here, like you can in every other Smash Bros. Game, how many of these can we hit when we do this? Alright.
Congratulations!
Alright. Well, I'm not going to try to play through that again to unlock there. That's Samus. I know it's trying to goad me into that, but I do want to show you some of Samus, so I can. So, yeah. Great Fox. I have to remind myself, in the modern games, Samus has a missile attack that you can use to with forward and B, but forward B attacks don't exist until melee. Gives her another projectile off option. Trying to duck under that, I didn't quite make it. Of course, her throw is the grappling beam. Let's see if I can... I thought I had it. Now, of course, with more than 2 players... Yep. There we go. But yeah, there's other stuff. Not a ton of unlockables. There is an item switch, so those folks who want to play with no items, they can get that. But there's no way to play on Final Destination on this one. This beam sword is working out for me. Let's see, what is this? Charizard. Okay, he's his flamethrower, so just stay away from that. Not as effective on a large stage like this. Ah, yes. Samus has some... I should be going after the other folks since their damage is much higher. Ah, lost the beam sword. I'd like to get... There we go. There's another screen KO. You almost don't recognize them when they're like that. Alright. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time up! Okay, well, I think that's going to conclude this. I am thinking about setting up a Melee stream for tomorrow. I got some stuff together for that, but that is a fair bit of the original Super Smash Brothers. Let us know if you have any musical comments. That's all we ask for. Remember, Ann and I were scheduling it. I'm hoping to have our discussion next weekend. All right, folks, thanks.